Hi all, let's talk about landing yourself a job if you have no experience at all. So let's say you pass your CPC, you have your license, you have all your cards, you are all good to go, but wherever you look, everyone wants at least 6 months experience. So the reason why the companies do it is because if you have no experience, if you have less than 6 months experience, you are a higher risk and automatically it's more expensive to insure you. This is the main reason why. But don't give up. This is why we are making this video today. So we can talk about other options you have. First option, there is a lot of agencies who deal just with recruiting drivers. Before I started doing what I'm doing now, I was working for multiple agencies dealing with drivers only, so my job would be just to recruit drivers. One of those companies, which I know that they take on drivers who just passed their license, is Driver Hire. So just to clarify, yeah, I never worked for driver hire. I have nothing to do with driver hiring, just from the experience. I know that they take drivers who just passed their license. I've also seen interviews with them on YouTube, and they are more than happy to take on drivers who just passed their license. So with the agencies, what I would say, you can go and register with them online, but I would suggest that you go and physically register with them in the office, because bear in mind that people who work in those agencies, they get around 200, 300 CVs every month. So they're just numbers, letters, you read them, you forget about them. But if you go and you physically register, they will remember you. So you have a bigger chance of them calling you if they need someone to go to work. Another option that people overlook is the government website. So a lot of big companies like DHL, Premier Foods, Amazon, they place their adverts on the government website. I don't remember the name of the website now, but I think it's findajob.gov UK. I will put the link in the comments. But all what you do, you go there, you put what kind of job you're interested in, and you put your location, and then it will show you all the jobs in your area. Another very good website to look for a job is LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, you have a lot of companies, you have agencies, you have private people, you have people who know people. So go on LinkedIn, create your profile, be honest, don't lie about your experience, because trust me, wherever you go, 3 minutes and those people will know if you're lying or if you're not lying. But put in there any experience that you think can help. So let's say if you've driven anything bigger than a car, so if you've driven a van, if you have experience doing that, or if you worked as a driver's mate, if you was working in a warehouse before, put that on your description as well. Also send invitations everywhere. Another thing, on LinkedIn you have a tab where you have jobs only. So the other day I've seen an advert that they was taking on drivers with no experience at all. The company was providing 2 weeks training. So that would be good for someone who has no experience. If you have your driving license for a week, I understand that maybe this is not the best job on the planet and it won't be a job which pays the best money, but it's a start. Another good option would be trying to land yourself a job as a shunter. Again, some people love it, some people hate it. Not the best job on the planet, not the worst job on the planet as well. But what a shunting job would help you with is familiarize yourself with different types of lorries. What you can do as well is just take your CV, go to any industrial estate and walk from one company to another. Ask if you can see the transport manager and give them the CV. A lot of those companies, they don't recruit, but if they see you and they see that you are willing, you are all good, you are all happy to go, they will give it a go. In most companies, you will be expected to pass an assessment. An assessment has normally 2 parts, so you have the written part, but don't stress over that. I'm sure you will remember the answers from the test you were just doing when you was doing your driving license. And the second part will be the practical part, so you'll just go on the road with an experienced driver assessor. Don't stress, just to make sure that you can drive the lorry actually, and you don't run anyone over as soon as you're on the road. But bear in mind that even if you don't pass, the assessment gives you an experience as well. So even a failed assessment is an extra experience. But what I would say, if you land yourself an assessment and you are going to a company, do your homework, do your research. Let's say if you had an invitation for an assessment from a company which deals with pallets, go on the internet and read about different straps, what straps you need for what, how to operate the tail lift, how to operate the pump truck, stuff like that. Then you will have more chance. If you go for the assessment, be honest with them as well. Don't lie that you have an experience about something that you don't have an experience, because they will see straight away. If they will ask you, can you show me how to operate the tail lift, and you don't know, it's obvious that you've never done it before. We had a situation where an agency guy went to London and he called us saying that, oh, can you help me out because my pump truck is not working? So it turns out he didn't take the battery for his pump truck, and that's the reason why. But as you can imagine, I would prefer if someone told me, listen, I don't know how to do it, I've never done it before, and then we'll show you how to do it, and we'll avoid sending someone to the middle of London to bring you a battery for the pump truck. Congratulations on your driving license, and please let me know in comments if you managed to get yourself a job.